Okay, wait. There we go. This is Blast Mind. I'm pissing. Nice. Good evening, icons. First off, holy y'all, the reception on the last video was so good. I'll have plenty of glazing to do later for all the sweet people who left nice comments and future content suggestions, but we've got a ton on the plate today, so for now, I'll just keep it at thank you. You all have absolutely made my month. Let's get to the schmeat and potatoes here. Today, we're taking a look at Dead by Daylight's full roster of characters. Hello, goobers. Editor Magpie here. No the fuck we're not. Originally this video was just gonna be about killers that I'd smoke with, but then, in my infinite hubris, I stretched my creativity thin trying to come up with things to say about all the survivors, and it just wasn't good. It just wasn't a good video. I could blame the fact that most of these characters are flatter than me, but truthfully, I don't have the stamina yet to make a super duper long video and keep it good throughout. But I'll get there eventually. Besides, the dead horse I've been beating finally started to decompose, so let's keep things simple for the sake of quality over quantity, and just go over the killers, and some of their legendary skins. That being said, if y'all really want me to do a video about survivors, I will, but you have to give me $30,000 first. In other words, I don't want to do all that. I want to do what I want to do, and that means that this list comes down to personal preferences and headcanons. A little bit of misinformation in there too. But that statement by no means should discourage you from voicing your own opinions. If you would willingly smoke with Clown, I'm gonna need to hear a thesis on why, because that motherfucker is scary. And feel free to correct me on anything or just disagree. Either one is more than welcome. I'm sure I'm gonna get some shit wrong. My bad, gang. Additionally, to make this more interesting, and to make sure that I get to yap as much as possible, we are adding 2 conditions to these hypothetical smoke sessions. Number 1, each killer is not allowed to hurt me or kill me, because that would kind of suck. Emotional damage, however, might be inevitable from interacting with a few of these people. Number 2, I can communicate seamlessly with every character, where previously I might not have been able to due to a language barrier or them being a creature. Alright divas, let's begin with the killers. There are some phenomenal headcanons for Trapper. I see a lot of teddy bear comparisons, I see a great deal of people absolutely simping for him, and I gotta be honest, I'm kinda right there with y'all. Trapper is DBD's oldest sibling. Make of that statement what you will, but he's definitely seen some shit and could 100% benefit from taking a breather. I could see him venting a lot, reminiscing on daddy issues, or when his power used to be worse, somehow. The man needs a break, and honestly, I'm a great armchair therapist. I'm here not only to listen, but to keep the convo going. The man needs some love almost as much as he needs a milky bong rip. Solid smoke partner. Wraith seems a little timid, but kind, you know? I think so long as he didn't get crazy high, we could vibe. He seems like a lot more of a kindred soul than some other killers out there, but it might be tough to crack that moody shell. Nevertheless, it's not my job, nor do I take extra measures trying to get someone to open up. You can lead a Wraith to a bathing suit, but you can't make him twink, or whatever that phrase is, I forget. Sure, he's a little awkward, especially in his moire, but speaking from experience, some of the best stoners are. I could still cut some grass with this man, for sure. Hillbilly. Now, appearances can be deceiving, and in Billy's case, I'm sure he's much more intelligent than what might come across at a first glance. It first occurred to me, courtesy of MintSkull's cracked lore videos, but Billy is extremely technically minded, and as displayed in his Bat Billy cosmetic, kind of a dork. Aww, there's a dweeb trapped in there. I'd love that. However, he is no doubt the type of stoner who gets absolutely rowdy. One hit in, and he's gonna be carving crop circle cocks in the cold wind corn. I'm a little scared to smoke with Billy, even on the condition that I wouldn't get hurt, because I think he'd end up hurting himself. However, if I'm wrong, and he was rambunctious in the entertaining way, Billy is a hands down W contender. Nurse. Y'all know the friend who coughs? Nah, like coughs with a capital C? Nothing wrong with that at all, by the way. Like, you should absolutely cough if you have to. Do not hold that shit in, just trying to be tough. Unless you're trying to impress someone, then you do it. And if you have to cough, you give them that kitten cough so that they know you're a slut. We're getting off topic. Nurse, according to her lore, is kinda cringe as fuck. So while I'd pay good money to watch her blow smoke through her pillowcase and record it for my snap, she gives me the absolute creeps. And I don't even know what we would talk about. And if she blinks, it's gonna be so damn loud. And noise trips me out more than anything else. So, sorry Nursey, but you're fired. Some people are terrified of Myers. Some people are down bad for Myers. I'm just kind of in the middle camp of, he's Myers. Even if I would be able to communicate with him, I kind of doubt he'd communicate back. And I don't want to make anybody talk either, it's gotta be natural. He would just be a non-verbal smoker, and I can chill with that type of guy so long as I know they're having a good time. But even if you're shy, please remember that absolutely nothing should stop you from advocating for yourself. If I could get him to like watch a movie with me or maybe let me paint his nails, I'd be down, but I think he might honestly be a solo smoker, you know? And I respect that. So, would I smoke with Myers is a question whose answer changes depending on both of our social batteries that day. Oh my god. Okay, so originally I thought Hag was like a child, which is a 100% no smoke condition, but I forced myself to read DBD lore and apparently all the killers are over 18, which is convenient for the context of all the like hurting each other and stuff. That being said, it's hard to say, like I bet Hag has some wild stories and has lived through some nightmares. She could definitely use a cozy breather from it all, and she's probably a lot wiser than meets the eye. But she also has an unyielding, unending thirst for blood, which obligatory girl boss, but also if I'm trying to vibe and you get the blood munchies and rip a rat apart in front of me like it's a fucking Capri Sun, I'm calling an Uber. That's a no for me. I'm not smoking with Doctor. I've read his lore, and I don't want to smoke with him. Don't want to chat with him. Don't want to have one brief 1-second interaction with him anywhere. There are numerous and near infinite ways to consume marijuana, and not one of them makes smoking with Doctor anything short of rancid. Even if he could probably spark the bowl with his fingers, which would be cool, every time I pass him the pipe, he's just gonna fucking shock me. And every time he does, he's gonna laugh like it's the first time he's done it, and he thinks it's so fucking funny. And I know I said the killers aren't capable of hurting or killing me, but I guarantee it, Doctor would find out how. Hard pass. You know, I'm a bit divided on Huntress. On one hand, I previously said this, bury my face in her laundry basket. But on the other, she is so traumatized that her humanity became a half-remembered dream, end quote. And that hurts to hear. It seems like her mental fortitude isn't quite rock solid, more like baked beans. I don't want to pass her the blunt, watch her hit it, and then hear as she starts coughing it up. I would frankly geek. If the headcanon of her being a sweet motherly figure was closer to reality, absolutely. Without a doubt, I'll pull up with the mom grass. But I really don't think it is. I still drink her bathwater. Aww. Bubba deserves better. Not only does his own family treat him poorly, but every swiff under the sun can't contain their hard-on for him either. Yeah, he's wearing a human face, but like, so am I. So are you, presumably. And you didn't even earn your face. Your mommy just gave it to you for free. So, you know. What's that even supposed to mean? But as much as I want to say yes, let's remember, y'all. The smallest bumps set him off into a tantrum, so what the fuck is the Jeebs aluminum foil bowl gonna do to this man? Will he go super Bubba? I fucking think so. I do not fuck with people with nasty tempers. I can understand where it comes from, and I can sympathize. But I cannot understand bringing that shit to a function. I'm sorry, Bubba. You still deserve better. Remake Freddy? Nah. Nah, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. Fuck that guy, actually. Great actor, but butchered character direction from the writers. Skip. So, the pig, otherwise known as Amanda Young, is a character I really like in a movie series that I kinda don't. I love the first two Saw films. After that, it's a blur. They really peaked at Needle Pit. Amanda is conniving, girl boss, makes murder machines, gaslight, gatekeep, all that. She's pretty nifty. Here's the thing, and this might get a little real for being a silly stoner hypothetical video, but Amanda Young is a recovering addict. Hello, gang. Editor Magpie here. So, this topic deserves far more nuance than I'm truly capable of offering right now. In my personal experience, I've known people who've used weed to temporarily cope with withdrawal from harder drugs, but I've also seen people pivot to weed to replace their addictions, which isn't ideal. I'm incredibly sorry if this topic is triggering for anyone. It would feel wrong to ignore the details I know, even for the sake of a silly hypothetical, no matter how lighthearted it is on paper. I'm not really interested in offering details about my personal anecdotes and experiences, but take it from me, please don't do the hard shit. It convinces you that you actually love to do it, and that's one of the scariest transformations your brain can undergo. To sum up what I mean to say, I would smoke with Pig on the condition that she already smokes, and that it wouldn't make things worse or enable any bad habits, and that I wouldn't be a bad influence. Don't take my words as a blanket statement to cover all cases. Humans are different, and no addiction is built the same way. Thank you, and apologies again if this was an unpleasant direction of the video. We'll be back to the silly stuff right about now. Ah! Clown is a whole bitch. Check, skip ahead. Have you heard the cough? Have you smelled that gas? Get the fuck out of here. No. He's so creepy, dude. He cuts fingers off. Come on, I like my fingers. Don't do that. Spirit. Spirit has a temper to match Bubba, but I feel like her crash out was justified seeing how she got pushed out a window and then stabbed 3,000 times. So her specific temper problems wouldn't bug me. But she's also not wearing any fucking clothes. I'm not a gooner, bro. I'm just a girl failure. So during the entire smoke sesh, my eyes would be permanently glued to one singular stray thread on the carpet, lest my gay-ass retinas boil out of my head. I'm just being honest. Wow, okay, Legion. Would I smoke with the Legion? No. They're probably annoying as shit. They're like little manic high schoolers, and I don't want to go back in time, bro. My manic high schooler days are over, thank fuck. Now, they've got great fashion, and I'm sure Joey is honestly pretty chill, but the group is already made for each other. They literally slay with each other, and I don't think there's a seat for me at that table. And if there was, I don't think I'd want to sit in it. Hear me out. Plague has got to be so interesting. Like, she's a Babylonian influencer. You're telling me you don't want to smoke with someone like that? So long as she has her mask on and her own private blunt, I wouldn't care. You know what? I wouldn't even care if we shared a blunt, honestly. I'm not a germaphobe. Boo! And you'd only need a quick fountain drink to wash that experience away, so yeah. Yeah, I'm a smoke with Plague. Slay! Ghosty. Okay, I mean, yeah, I think so. Like, Ghostface's lore paints him as an absolutely vigilant, militaristic stalker, but he's also the entity's favorite. Like, that's adorable. I'm sorry, I know he's got like gruesome crimes or whatever in his resume, but he's so scrunkly.
During your killer matches? That is amazing. Hold on, girl! Does nobody use their...
You're telling me this absolute fruit takes a selfie during his mori? Are you joking? That's so fucking cute. In the real world, with real world logic, I know he would be an unsettling psycho to be around. But in the much more preferable world of gay horror, he'd be great to smoke with. And that's the world we're living in today.
What? He's so silly.
Demo. Okay, I love Demo. We pledge allegiance to the puppy girls in this house, but Demo probably doesn't have many brain wrinkles. Adorable, my favorite killer. I can say 100 million and billion nice things, but I also kind of doubt the conversation would be all that. and that they would even want to be high in the first place. If so, then yeah, maybe Demo is like Librarian Gary in real life, but they're probably not. We still love Demo though. Mwah, XOXO, :3x3. Oni, okay. Oni is characterized as a ruthless monster in his human years and a vicious, vengeful motherfucker in his demon days, so he doesn't seem like my crowd. In other words, Oni is a warlord demon who rips out tongues. Yeah, I'ma smoke with him. Alright, next up we've got Deathslinger, and I'm gonna drop a quick octave just so you know I'm serious. Deathslinger hated his boss so much, he built a custom-made human harpoon and then named it after him. After that, he walked up to his boss and shot him with the gun named and built for his death. If any blood ever crosses the engravings on the Death to Bayshore, Slinger cannot help himself and stops everything to clear it just so he never stops hating. Let me say it like this. There's a lot we can learn from Deathslinger. I'm smoking everything with this man. Okay, Pyramid Head is a freak, and not the funny kind of freak either. He's a fan favorite and a great character, just based on his presence, design, and purpose alone. But he is a freak. What are we doing with the mannequins, big man? That's a deal breaker, sorry. Blight. Blight is nicotine shock personified and sees the world through a lens of orange frenzy. He would be a fascinating presence, but also he would slobber on the J. And like, it's fine. We all know and love that friend who packs the filter with backwash. But Blight is packing it with zesty Fent. I mean, as much as I love him, he'd just be a handful to smoke with. Sorry, mate. Twins. Fuck no. Fuck no, are you kidding me? Trickster. No. I think this man would have an annoying ass ego, smoke for a bit, get overconfident, then green out and think he's paralyzed. Sure, that'd be funny later, but it would also ruin my fucking night. I also personally don't think he would be charming or entertaining. Like, he's a cutie, but an evil cutie. An evil twink cutie. And I've smoked with those before, and I think I could have done without it. So, I don't really care if this is a totally inaccurate assumption and scenario, but here's what I think would happen if I smoked with Nemesis. Oh. Hey, Nami. How we doing, big man? How we doing, man? Oh, really? Really? Elaborate on that, actually. Elaborate on that. Hey, you know what? I'm glad to hear it, man.
Yeah, man, no problem.
Yo, can I record you saying some funny shit?
Yeah, man, yeah. What do you want me to say?
Shit. Say what you would say if Jill was here.
Oh, if Jill was here?
Yeah, man, what would you say?
Oh, like if Jill was like right here?
Yeah, man, what would you say to her? What would you say to her, dude?
Oh man, I'd probably say something like
It's so fucking stupid. Oh man. What about Chris though?
Oh, Chris?
Yeah. What would you say to Chris, bro?
Chris Redfield? Chris?
Yeah, man. Chris Redfield. Yeah. Like what would you say?
Oh, if Chris was sitting right here, man, I don't know. But,
excuse me.
If I had to assume something, if I had to say something, I'd probably say something like
The dumbest bit.
That really hurts to do. Yo, wait. I can do OG Nemi.
Oh shit. Yeah, do it.
Okay, wait. Star. No, it's not. It's not as good.
Nah, man, that's perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. You think You think I got a shot with Chris?
Of course I'd smoke with Nemesis. Cards on the table, Pinhead is a BDSM demon. That's a hearty yes right out the gate, but it also helps that nearly everything he says is prophetic and iconic. He would not be fazed by weed in the slightest. Like, there's no way you could get this man to start tweaking. So, yes, without a doubt I'd smoke with him. But I'm not going to his house. I might. Artist is 100% cool to smoke with. Other than most art school students, artists of all kinds always make for great smoke buddies. She's fascinating, absolutely fabulous, and my vibe check rates her at a solid chill out of 10. Like, seriously, no notes. I wouldn't feel in danger or uncomfortable. She's just chill like that. She is missing her tongue, which sucks, and one second. She is missing her tongue, which sucks and makes talking pretty tough, but she can borrow mine. There we go. Hello! Hello! Like, Sadako is a little creepy. Please don't tell her I said that. But I don't think she'd be unpleasant at all. I've only seen the first Japanese 90s Ring movie, so operating on everything that's known about her from that source, it feels like she's a product of her environment. I mean, instead of having some decent guidance from her father about why it's inappropriate to give random people heart attacks with your mind, he just pushed her weird ass down a well. No wonder she's pissed off, man. I think she needs a good friend, and a solid pal to watch movies with, even if her presence causes a bit of static. Smoking? Maybe. I don't know. Dredge. It looks claustrophobic to be next to Dredge. While I really want to believe that they're just a misunderstood little critter, I don't think I'm misunderstanding when I say that they are a dark, malevolent cadaver collage. I'm good. I've already thrown a lot of killers a bone, and Dredge doesn't look like they need any more of those. I'll pass. Sorry, Dredge cells. My god, what I would give to smoke with Wesker. This man is a megalomaniac, user-abuser, genetic freak who shoots up worms to give him ultra instinct. His aura seems unshakable, and yet, I know for a fact that despite his high tolerance to chemical weapons, this man would not last half a one-hitter of Obama runs. I want to watch Wesker geek out so bad. It would be hilarious to see this freak's eyes somehow get even more red. I think it would humble him, even just for a minute or two, and holy shit, he needs that. Knight. As someone pointed out to me, Knight pulls up to every function with his 3 friends, so you kind of have to get along with all of them in order to justify smoking with the big man himself. And to be honest, I don't think I could manage that. Maybe for you, Knight seems like he could kick it, but to me, all I can think about is how foul that armor has to smell. His pals are loud, which irks me, and they're all like pillagers. That's kind of a mid-profession, if I'm being honest. So, sorry, Knight, but you're literally stinky. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Let's forget everything we know about Skull Merchant's history and game, alright? If you're having a hard time erasing that mental file due to the sheer size of it, you're not high enough, so let me do this. Skull Merchant treads the fine line of being a fan of anime and an anime fan. When I smoke with fans of anime, they always bring incredible weed and incredible taste in the programming. Skull Merchant is a rich bitch who probably likes getting her way, so while I have no doubt that she'd hog the remote, I think she'd put on some heat. So let's do the unthinkable and cut Scully some slack and say that her taste in anime isn't mid. If that's the case, I'm happy to smoke with her. Put on some of that Death Note if we're feeling yaoi.
What is she talking about?
Singularity is not my first choice for smoke buddy. They're kind of goopy. I don't mind a little goop, but nah, this is too much. I could also do without a lecture about how awful my species is. Like, bitch, I know. I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Anti-slug builds on maps with unhookable locations, videos of donkeys getting hit by trains on Reddit. I know the horrors, bro. We're on the same page here. Don't give me that superior lifeform type chatter if you're closer in genetic composition to butter than to me. Arrogant ass meatball. Next. Xenomorph scares me. I'm sorry. No matter how entertaining it might be to see the tiny mouth hold a joint, I'm good. I'm good on that. Like, It's a monster, okay? I know some people think that this is hot, and sometimes my progesterone agrees with you. But come on now. Like, smoking with them? No thank you. It might be cool to observe them, but like, I'm okay. I do not need this experience. Great design. Maybe you could slap its bald head and it would make a funny sound, but no, I'm good. I'm so chilling on that.
Hello.
Chucky. Okay, if I say anything negative about Chucky, one of my favorite friends will scorn me, so it's doubly good that even without that pressure, I'd still smoke with Charles Lee Ray.
Gender fluid.
Icon, slasher legend, amazing film series, Brad Dourif's voice, and one of the best cackles around. Dude, Chucky would be so fucking fun to smoke with. And I know that he wouldn't be able to pull some voodoo hijinks and turn me into a doll, because I already am one. Okay, I owe Unknown an apology. I didn't actually mean it when I called them a creepy-ass twink. I was kind of just looking for an excuse to put that phrase in my script. Unknown seems awesome. Yes, they're scary, but looks ain't everything. It's about what's inside. And honestly, I don't really need to know what's inside all that, although I'm sure some of you people have that page bookmarked. Joke stolen from Uncle Dane. My reasoning for smoking with the Unknown is A, I'd feel safe knowing that an amorphous horror would be my ally for the night, and B, they have a puppy girl skin. Because their form is subject to the person manifesting them, all I have to do is manifest them as someone who brings snacks to share. No brainer. I'm gonna smoke with them. Vecna. Okay, I don't know much about D&D lore, but I think that Vecna might be some sort of evil individual. I don't know his crimes and I'm too lazy to Google, so let's just say that Vecna would teach me a few cantrips, and then we'd probably have some cool detailed conversation, and I would explain to him. I would show him Reddit. I would show him Reddit. Because he would think that he's so like high and mighty, and like hopped up on magical items and shit. I'd be like, nah man, you don't know the half of it. Look at this. This is r/meth, okay? We're gonna scroll this for an hour. So long as he can't kill me, I'm fine, fuck it. He's probably interesting. He's probably really interesting. Okay. Cry me a river, Jesus. Yeah, I'd like to think that despite appearances, he doesn't smell like a goon cave. And I also reckon pretty strongly that he'd be completely unfazed by weed. So this shit ain't nothing to him. I should have hit Adam actually, because he has the two funny trinkets. Soma? Excuse me? What was that? What? I'm sorry, dear. Did you say something? Speaking of how that shit ain't nothing to him.
Just smoked a new op, his meat came right off the bone. The worms in my head won't shut the hell up. They're telling me to go absolutely fucking stupid on them. Konnichiwa, you little jit.
Dracula is so cunty.
Don't be overdramatic.
He's so cunty. Holy y'all, I love vampires. I love vampires so much. I'm sorry, werewolf girlies, but the heart wants what the heart wants. Dracula is fascinating to me. All the knowledge behind that gray hair, the courteous but threatening demeanor. I'd be a fly in a spider web, exactly where I want to be. He seems chill. He's also got a killer pad to crash at too. He's a little, thirsty, and the bit would get old after a while. No, I'm not gonna try the wine, but I'd love to have a chat with him so long as he was down for company. The thing about a lot of these killers is I have to ask myself, sure, I'd smoke with them, but would they smoke with me? And with Dracula, I figure he's a bit too noble for the gravity bong, so we could smoke out a chicken or something so we could have an edible instead? Yeah, that would work. That's a very feasible plan. I don't think so. Houndmaster has a dog. I love dogs. I love being able to pet a dog when I'm high and when I'm sober. And so long as she was cool with that, I'd be on cloud 9. She's a rad as fuck pirate with a noble sidekick and an iconic accent. She probably already also smokes pirate tier weed. I'll walk the plank. Fuck it. All right, legendary killer skins. Let's get it. Just so we're on the same page, I'm only covering legendary and visceral skins if they transform the character enough to differentiate between the skin, and their base design. So, no Baba Yaga or the Toy Dredge because that's just the same bitch. All the Eddies are a yes. Iron Maiden bangs. Tiffany is an absolute yes as well. Like, no question, no doubt. I love Tiffany Valentine so much. Jennifer Tilly, you're the goat. Chatterer, no because ew. Put them Nashers away. Naughty Bear, like Trapper, was neglected and probably treated like shit, and that's why he murders people. I'd try to be the friendliest friend that I could. And if he's down to smoke, so am I. Hunk is a fucking legend, and one of my favorite Resident Evil characters by a long shot. I'd smoke with him and I'd want to know everything about his career. I'd be fangirling out. Shout out Jika-chan, the single greatest Hunk speedrunner of all time. The Looksee, Birchwitch, and Mordio are all a yes because Crypt TV fucking slays. William Birkin, go fuck yourself.
It won't work on this thing.
Xeno Queen. Alright y'all, the progesterone's driving the bus. I'd 100% smoke with her, that's all I'm gonna say. True Form Dracula. Yes, I will smoke with him. While he is a big imposing monster, he's still a giant fruit basket. All the Junji Ito skins are a no, because they all genuinely spook me, and remind me of when I would binge read Junji Ito in middle school late at night. Good memories. Spooky ass characters. Were Elk. Absolutely, I am envious of those piercings. Warhammer and Armored Titan. Haven't finished AOT. Jury's still out on that one. Minotaur? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Jabberwocky. 1000 yeses. Haven't read the source material, but I love the style, love the vibe. I gotta get to know them. Even if they're a creature. I don't care. It hasn't stopped me so far if they're a creature, so fuck it. Alright, y'all. That's that. Class is officially dismissed. You're free to go. But I do have some thanks to give if you'd like to stick around for that. I never expected any of my videos to exceed 1,000 views, let alone 5,000. In the same vein, I only expected to be making videos for myself as a passion, but now 311 of you are tuning in, and that's an amazing feeling. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who had something sweet to say, and a very special thank you to the guy who called me Zesty. That really warmed my heart in only a way that comments from strangers on the internet can. I'm gonna make more videos, I'm gonna experiment with types of videos, and I'm gonna try my best to find my niche. I plan on thoroughly failing and falling through on projects, so I can use those mistakes to get better. Type shit. If we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll literally squirt. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. But I will do a Q&A because I'm super duper interesting, and you all should ask me things. Alright y'all, thank you very much. Please take care. Keep your head high, use your heart, not your eyes, unless you're driving, and stay silly. Nobody can take that away from you. Bye-bye, bye-bye.